Hi guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be answering some questions and doing our makeup. When I do a Q&A, I get a little nervous because the kind of questions that have been asked is like really like you guys are my buddies. Like, you know, my bestie would ask me this question right to my face. I have already done my skin prep, as in I just put my moisturizer on, and we are going to begin with our concealer. Okay, the House Labs concealer in light medium golden. Okay, so the first question is, how long did it take you to recover from your wounds? My gosh, I'm still recovering. I tell people I'm postpartum and then I realize I'm 2 years, 4 months down the line. Honestly, this was one of the most difficult, shabd hi nahi aa rahe. Like, this is where I'm at, you know. It's that difficult to describe my wounds being healed. So physically, I'm okay. So I had a vaginal birth. I never spoke about my birth story because I just don't want to go back to that time. It was very traumatic. So I had a vaginal birth, a 16-hour labor. I had an episiotomy. I didn't tear. The doctor had to, because her shoulders were stuck. It was a complicated birth. And so that episiotomy stitch then caught infection, and I had to go in again for another half a day sort of procedure to get the infection out and heal the wound. So it was quite a traumatic birth for me personally, but that doesn't mean it has to be for everyone. My friends have had nice births. Like, they have labored, birthed and healed in I want to say 3 to 4 weeks. But no, it's been really difficult for me. I don't know what the hype is on vaginal birth. I'll be very honest with you. I don't know why people hype up like no C-section, try to give vaginal birth, yes, you can try. I'm not saying like go for C-section, let them cut you out, but as long as your baby is healthy and you are healthy, it does not matter which route your baby comes through. That's what I personally believe, okay? You may differ in that belief, and that's okay. Guys, it's okay to agree to disagree online. I feel like that's another thing. People take offense to everything. They ask me a question, and then if it's not what they want to hear, they're mad. I'm like, then you should have asked a question. If you want to have a dialogue, if you want to have a conversation, if you want to hear my opinion, it might not match your opinion, and that is okay, you guys. Like, that's how you can have a mature conversation. Otherwise, imagine we could never exist in... we're finding it really hard to exist in this world now because two adults cannot have a conversation when they have opposing opinions. Like, it's just not happening. They're gonna fight and butt heads. Anyway, I digress. So yes, I really think that like if it doesn't happen naturally, I don't think you should be scared going into a C-section. I've never had a C-section, so I cannot speak for C-section, but I can speak for a vaginal birth. Very few cases have a very beautiful, like, no tear kind of vaginal birth, which is like 1 hour labor, you know, very, very rare cases. I just think like the labor time to, you know, the whole time of giving birth is so painful and traumatic and horrific for the body. None of this is like a dream. Okay, and any mom will agree, whether it's C-section or vaginal. It's not like the most magical thing to happen on this planet. It's really not. Birth is very difficult and it's serious, and it's not something to take lightly. It's not something to just get pregnant and like, okay, I'll birth in 9 months casually. No, you got to prep your body for birth. You have to take into consideration your age, your physical health, where your body is at, your genetics, like all of it has to come into play. And I learned this now. Okay, I learned this now. It's not just, okay, get pregnant, push a baby out. It's not like the movies. It is one of the most brutal things my body has gone through. I feel like my belly area, like my belly button area, has a lot, like small dents, like, you know, those scars that are remaining from the stretch, because Abby was a very big baby. People thought I was having twins. She was that big. She was a big baby, okay? So my stomach drooped down, like, you know how they say boy baby as a girl baby, but my stomach drooped down so much towards the end of like 2 weeks. It stretched to its max capacity. Up until then, I was trying to avoid the stretch marks, but it's going to happen. Okay, so I'm recovered to answer your question, but I'm just taking you through how long it typically takes. It takes more than 6 weeks. Until then, you're just bleeding out. Depending on if you had stitches or you didn't have stitches, that healing process takes a long time as well. Peeing is difficult. Pooping is difficult. Don't ask, girl. None of this is glamorous, okay? Birth is not glamorous. It is pushing another human being who's going to eventually be an adult out of your body. It's a very brutal process. Your abdomen, depending on if you prepped your pelvic floor, if you did your core exercises and stuff. I didn't, honestly. I was going through my separation, so I barely worked out and focused on my core. I wish I could focus, but I could not. Obviously, I was going through like a lot. So if you can prepare for your abdomen and pelvic floor to be strong, maybe there's a chance that you will heal faster. If you're a gym girly, you will heal faster. If you are not a fitness girl, if you're just going into this, like, it's going to be extremely tough on your abdomen, okay? I had DR, diastasis recti, so I had like about 3 inches of ab separation, they call it, and now it's like 2, I guess, or 1.5. Oh my god, I haven't even checked. I guess it's 1.5 now. 2 years and 4 months to actually close the gap. I still have this much gap. I do suffer from a very weak core. Now I can suck my tummy in, which I do in reflex. That's why you don't see like a drooping belly, and it's not drooping belly all the time. There are a lot of phases we go through before our periods, after our periods, like you have bloaty stomach, the kind of food you eat. So I do have, naturally, I don't have a flat tummy. My belly has gone through so much. I'm able to recover the rest of my part, but my torso area is brutal. I just recently, I was playing with Abby, and again, I was reminded of like all the marks that are on my thighs as well. So they're not colored. They're just little tears in the skin. You can see the tears in even my belly. Yesterday, I was looking at my belly, and all around my belly button, there are like little tears that have happened that never really go back unless you do a procedure. That's my recovered, I guess, if that's what you're asking. You know, my wounds, like my stitches, obviously they recovered in like within a month or 2. Mine was prolonged because of the extended infection that I had. Otherwise, you're up and about in 2 months. I would say your core becomes ridiculously weak, which makes your lower back pain a lot. Everything depends on your core, right? If your core, your foundation is weak, it leads to back pain. My lower back pain, I still have. I feel like there are moments, or there are positions I cannot sit because it takes a toll on my coccyx, which is right under my butt, that tailbone that I have. It really, it's become way less, I'll be honest with you. But I don't do deadlifts, RDLs. I could not do that. I'm trying to now, but I could not do that for a very long time because my lower back took a hit when I gave birth, because they use the vacuum to pull Abigail out. When they use the vacuum to pull a baby's head out, it takes a hit at your tailbone. Your tailbone gets a shock. After then, it's ruined. So I don't know why people say vaginal birth is blah, 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 blah. Really subjective. I don't even know, man. Birth stories are, sorry, I forget to do my makeup. I'm using Fit Me. Lots of birth stories are like subjective to like where you are in your fitness level, your age, your strength, your pain tolerance. So that's why I don't talk about birth a lot, because I'm like, I will say something and you guys will take it to heart and you'll be like, my birth wasn't like Mars, or I wish my birth isn't like Mars. Maybe it would not be like. Yeah, that was a long answer, but I wanted to talk about this for a long time, so I included it, you know. I wouldn't recommend going to the gym before 6 months. 6 months plus stop. Even if you're fit and fine and healthy, does not matter. Stay in bed. Like, I don't care. I went to the gym 4 months, and I did the biggest mistake by going to the gym 4 months, because I was going through a separation. I was so brokenhearted. I wanted something back, something that made Mars feel Mars, and that was my body. I was like, there's one thing I can take control, it's my body. So I rushed to the gym like an idiot with the wrong trainer, someone who didn't know postpartum bodies, and it hampered my core even more. So I had to unlearn all of that by hiring a better trainer. So I feel like just your body, and let's talk about that's body. Okay, it keeps recovering. यहाँ पे जो wound हुआ है, उसका क्या करें? That shit's real, girl. Okay, when you are postpartum, like the whole first year, dude, the amount of mood swings, the amount of crying that you go through, you know what? Oh my God. When you read up the stats, and when you read up, lots of Instagram posts talk about like what happens after you give birth and how your hormones like shift, and you feel like ungrateful. You don't feel like you've paid attention to. You feel just like in pain all the time. You want to cry all the time, and it doesn't go away for a very long time. Now, my circumstance is really different. Like, I don't know what it is like to have someone during the postpartum, except my mom, of course, but you know what I mean, right? I don't know what it is like to have a loving partner beside me. So my pain was like 10x. Suffering the body pain, suffering the mental torture that I was going through because of my heartbreak and my erratic hormones, my breastfeeding. It was like a culmination of so many things. I don't know how I came out sane. The glory of God. I don't know. Imagine going through that. A lot of moms go through like, you know, their partner's going away on a trip or something, and they're like, I've had the most brutal week of my life. My partner wasn't there. And I'm like, that's your brutal? Imagine like not having a partner at all from pregnancy till postpartum. Like, imagine that. Okay, and 10x it with your hormones, breastfeeding, just like insufferable stuff. I don't know how I came out sane. I really don't know. Sometimes I think back on it, I think God was really watching over me. I don't want you to compare my story to yours or think like, oh, that's how brutal it's gonna be. If you have like a loving freaking partner by your side, like someone who's your like best friend, who's gonna never leave your side, you're gonna have a smooth birth. Someone who's gonna partake with you in this postpartum, someone who's going to cook for you, not yell at you, someone who's going to carry you, love you, hug you, kiss you, feed the baby, wake up, like who's going to actually parent, be a father to the baby, your mental state and your physical body is going to heal 10x faster. I know it. I've never experienced it. I don't think I will ever, but I know it. Everything changes when you have a loving partner beside you. So that is how प्रेगनेंसी, बर्थ, वूंड, ब्ला ब्लू ब्ली, बहुत टाइम लगता है, आपका बॉडी कभी वापस नहीं जाता है. It's never gonna happen unless you're a fitness trainer and you know what you're doing. Unless you go through surgical procedures, it's never gonna be the same. I'm telling you, you're gonna have like zyada se zyada if you go on a calorie deficit, if you like work hard, you'll have a flat tummy, but your belly button, the loose skin around it, the stretch marks, it's not gonna go. These are all scars from what your body did to birth your baby. I don't want to call it's a beautiful thing because I'm yet to feel like, oh wow, birth was a beautiful thing. My experience was not beautiful. It was not like the best thing to ever happen to me. I feel like a fraud if I ever said birth is the most beautiful thing to ever happen, and I feel like a fraud. It doesn't match what's in my head and my reality. So बहुत ही brutal था. That's why I don't talk about it. When I talk about it, I'm immediately taken back. The gut-wrenching pain has been lifted off of me. Thank you, Jesus. But yeah, when I think of myself back in postpartum, it really wrecks me. It wrecks me. It has left a bad taste in my mouth. It has nothing to do with my daughter. Circumstance in my life is what made my pregnancy and just like delivering a baby in a bad light. Do I ever want to be a mom again? I do not. I will not say I don't think so. I do not want to rebirth another child. I don't know what will happen in the future, but I personally don't want to give birth to another baby, because what it's done for me mentally, physically, it has been absolutely brutal behind the scenes. I cannot explain it in words, and I shouldn't have to. Yeah, it's something that, you know, everyone should get to decide because it's their body. It's a lot of mental prep. It's a lot of physical prep. You can't just decide to give birth. You have to really work at it. Okay, let's move on to the next question. That was a long answer, but that's why it's less questions but quality answers kind of a video. Serene Liquid Contour by Rare Beauty. What is your schedule for the day? I have the most boring schedule in my day in this current season in my life. मेरे दिन बहुत ही boring जा रहे हैं और ये अच्छी बात है. Sometimes being bored is a privilege. At least I'm not in chaos. I have been in chaos since the past month. It's been very chaotic for me because of some stuff happening in my life. That's why I don't vlog. Firstly, my Osmo Pocket is kind of spoiled. My god, my Osmo Pocket is spoiled. My vlogging camera, the battery doesn't work anymore. I have messaged the DJI company. It is a brand new camera, like a year old, but it just stopped charging. So that's why I stopped vlogging. If I had to vlog, I don't know if you guys would be like interested in that kind of stuff, because I am at home. You know how I said like if I was ever not in India, मैं कहाँ जाती ये वो, I wouldn't be bored. I'm still at home. एक तो weather is very hot, so I don't go yet. I think October it's gonna get better. It's gonna get beautiful. So that's when I think I will feel like vlogging a little, because I will step out more with Abby. Like I'll go to the parks. That's why I chose this place, because you get to step outside and do things. I do go to indoor stuff. I do it, but it's not vlog worthy, and I'm too busy keeping Abby safe. She runs around in the mall. She goes to the escalator. Like she's so fast, like toddler. So instead of vlogging and doing 10 my daughter has run off in the escalator. My eyes are focused on my daughter, so it's very hard to vlog when I'm outside with Abigail, because I want to make sure she's okay, she's not running into stuff. But my schedule is I wake up in the morning. I wake up at 6 o'clock, sometimes 5:30. Further contour with the blush filter Latte by Huda Beauty. I'm just gonna put this on the outside only to bring some more warmth to my face. I'm getting used to it, but it's been quite difficult. I'm not a morning girly. Like I'd like to sleep until at least 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock is my sweet spot. If I get at least 8 o'clock, I am good. My mood is good. But before the sun rises, my daughter rises. No matter when she sleeps. She'll sleep at 11 in the night, which she never. She'll sleep at 7 in the evening, but she will wake up at 6 o'clock. उनका उठने का time will never change. So I have to wake up very early. A lot of you know that my mom is not with me right now. She's with my brothers. That's why it's me and Abigail by ourselves. It's been difficult without my mother, because I've raised Abigail with my mother. Like my mother and I have raised her together, and I don't know. So my mom takes care of the food, grocery shopping, that aspect of our life. I don't have to worry about food and like grocery or making Abigail. My mom loves it and she takes care of that part of her life. We have a caretaker to help Abigail and watch her as well. But I take care of the finances, working, planning trips, scheduling, everything that a husband typically does in the family is what I do. Taking them to the grocery store, arranging stuff for them, basically a man's job. And my mother takes care of the nurturing aspect of this relationship. That's how we co-parent. That's how my mom and I coexist in a house, because we divide the responsibilities. No one person can do it all. And I like it that way. My mom likes it that way. She can't do what I can do. I can't do what she can do. And I think all households should have rules like should have like patterns like that even in their marriages. I'm going to say something. Sorry, I keep digressing. You asked me my schedule. I don't know what. Okay, I'm just going to stick to my schedule. Okay, my schedule is I wake up, she wakes up at 6 o'clock, I forcefully get out of bed, I take her to poop, I take her to brush, that's a whole little 15-20 minutes right there. Then I do my bathroom business while she hovers around the bathroom. Then she's like, Mama, give me dosa. So I make one dosa for her. So like I said, now my mom is not there, so I'm the mom and the dad here, but I'm cooking also, taking care of her also. Sometimes her caretaker doesn't come, so it's me by myself, which gets really brutal for me some days. But when my caretaker comes, I still overlook a lot. I'll say I'm a helicopter parentish, a little bit. Okay, a little bit. I do want to be present with my daughter every single second, which is a problem. It's my own problem. I just like that Abigail has access to me at all times. Me or a family member. Right now I don't have help or any family member that works around the same schedule. They all go to work. Yeah, so I wake up, I make her dosa, and then my caretaker comes, she watches Abby while I get ready for the gym. I go to the gym, I come back, I do this. I'm literally filming right now. It's lunchtime, it's 1:30, I'm supposed to eat. But sometimes I skip my lunch because I have to work. My chicken is marinating, so I marinate my chicken. I've started cooking now. Some days I order all 3 meals because I get really tired. But I will prep my chicken, basic stuff, prep my rice. I will eat chicken and rice, small meal, and I get on with my day. I will finish my filming business. Abigail may or may not take a nap. She has not been taking a nap at all. She's up 13 hours plus, but she sleeps very well in the night, which is great for me. So yeah, in the afternoon I will hang out with her, really blessed to have that flexibility. So I will hang out with her, I will chill, we will play some games, and by the time, it is already 4:35, so she doesn't sleep. So I then take her down with her caretaker. So we both go down. It's again very hot. We try and take Abigail down so she can exert some energy. So we go down. In my building, we let her run around, jump around. By the time it's 4:35, I am back with her. My caretaker leaves. She comes for part-time, so she's not here full-time. So after 6:30, Abigail is my responsibility all over again. During all of this time, I'm not spending any time with myself because I am either working or I'm cooking her meals, prepping it, playing with Abigail. It's all about her. Yeah, my caretaker leaves at 6:30 and Abigail and I just chill. We have some snacks. We watch some TV. She watches her favorite YouTube channel and I'm just sitting with her. I'm scrolling through my phone sometimes because I just need to get to my adult life because there's no one to talk to, so I just do my own thing. And then it's 7:30, I start thinking whether I want to order dinner, whether I want to make something. While I'm eating, Abigail will watch YouTube. Dude, screen time is it. मैं कुछ नहीं कर सकती. I have honestly, many times I feel so guilty and I'm like, dude, I just don't have the bandwidth. I don't have the bandwidth. As a single mom, you can judge me all you want, but you don't know what's going on in a household with toddlers and a mother. Don't judge a mother how she raises her kid. You don't know what she's been through. She needs a break. I need a break. And at that time, screen is the only thing that helps. So when I just want a break from her, I give her screen time and I'm not ashamed to say it. By 8 o'clock, I want to put Abigail to bed because she hasn't napped. So I'm like, Abby, let's go to bed. So I take her with me. I take her books with me. I have 5 books that I got from Borders, the store over here. It's a sound book. So it has all these animal sounds and owl sounds. It's a night book. She loves that. So we read that together. And once her books are over, I force her to bed. I'm like, Abby, now it's time to sleep. So I put off the light. Before you know it, she has fallen asleep because she has not napped, and my day ends at 8:30, you guys. Literally boring day. On some days I go out, maybe I'll take her to the mall and stuff, but that is just barely 2 hours of my life. And yeah, my life is just gym, work, taking care of my 2-year-old toddler, and that is it. I don't do any extracurriculars. I don't go out to meet friends. I don't have a life of my own. This is my life. I feel like this season in my life has called to just raise my baby and make a living, which is what I'm doing. And it can be very brutal sometimes. It can really take a hit on on who you are as a person. You can very quickly lose yourself in all of this mundaneness. In short, that is my schedule. I just wanted to explain it to you, but I'm just talking to you generally because I know you want me to talk. I can see it. But yeah, guys, having a kid is not all that. I will be honest with you, I know playing with others' kids seem oh yeah, so cute, I want to have one day. Have it, sure, you should have kids. Kids are a blessing and I've realized that. But it is just, make sure you do the right partner selection. That is the first thing I'll say. Second is just be prepared to give up a lot in your life. मैं बस वही बोलना चाहती हूँ. Like I'm not, I used to be very like against like never birth a child, and I've grown over that. I'm like, if you want to birth a kid, it's your life, birth a kid. But be prepared for like, you can never be prepared, I'll be honest. It's a lot of self-sacrifice. Your body is sacrificed, your mental health is sacrificed. Your kid will always want you 24/7, and especially if you're a single mom, my heart goes out to you. I don't know how we're still doing this. I don't know how single moms have done this in the past. Easy to dur ki baat hai bhai. This is the most difficult thing. Sometimes I sit in the night and I wonder like, gosh man, when was the last time I like let loose? When did I like dance on the street? When did I sing loudly? When was the last time I looked up at the sky? When was the last time I just like laughed with my friend really loudly? When was the last time I like didn't worry about something? The minute you get into adulthood responsibilities, dude, your mind is wrapped up in so much other shit. You have no time for yourself, especially after you become a parent, dude. You can say goodbye to your life, and a lot of you will disagree, but you will disagree because either you absolutely wanted to be a mother and you were ready to sacrifice everything. That's scenario A. Scenario B, you have a lot of people around you to take the load off of you, like a good partner, like a lot of family. Then you're going to feel great about being a mother. But if you don't have a good support system, if you're like a single mom, there are a lot of factors that play into you not loving the mother role a lot. And a lot of you have DM'd me saying that you're in the same boat. A lot of you are in marriages that don't have the partners present, and you're like absolutely brutal. You're like going through a brutal single parenting sort of a scene. That is the journey. So I don't know. It's not all that. It's not all fun. Purpley neutral. This is the Icy Nude by Huda Beauty. I'm going to go ahead and contour a little more. I'm using the Kevin Aquan, the Contour Book Volume 2. It's just got beautiful like sculpting powders, which I want to try. Okay, next question. Where are you at life? Where is your mama? I'm using Sculpting Light and Sculpting Medium. Where am I in life? I just told you, I am at a very, I thought I would go into like, my last season was difficult, but I went into an even more complicated season in my life. I don't know why. I think these are just God's plans, and you just have to flow with it. You just have to know that He's watching out for you, and you have to just get through this season with His help. And that's what I'm doing. I'm just, every night I wonder why I'm in this season. There's a lot of moments of loneliness I do feel, because again, I don't want to keep saying I'm alone. Okay, it's very repetitive, but I do feel like lack of people around me. I'm popular on social media, but not very popular in person. In fact, I think I do that on purpose. I don't have a very large friend circle, etc. And I've chosen to keep my life like that, which I think is the way to live. I think to have smaller circles of friends is a better way than having a lot of people who don't want the best for you. The group of friends that keep gossiping, that keep like waiting for you to fall but pretend to be nice, like it's too much drama. And ever since I've moved to another country, I feel like it's just obviously become lesser and lesser. Not like in Bombay, I had a big social life. Kuch nahi tha. But now even Veronica's not there. It's like even she's not there. So I literally am just me. But I feel like the season is gonna pass. I'm very new in this city. I feel like I do have the potential to make a lot of friends, but I just need the bandwidth and the space. I've surrendered my life and my season to God, and I hope that I'm gonna come out of this like into the next season really nicely. I really want this year to end. I feel like it's been quite a brutal year for me. Even though I've moved countries, there have been some great parts in the middle. There's been lesser good moments and more sadder moments in my life this year, which has only taught me like failures, bad stuff, like heartaches, tragedy. It's only taught me better. It's made me better as and when the day has passed. So it's nothing like, it's not a bad thing. But when it comes to a point where you're just like tired, you're just like, I'm ready to live like a little bit better. I'm ready to like be happy. And I know from afar you can see and you're like, Malj, you have so much to be happy about. You're right. Absolutely right. And that's why I need to get out of this mind space. I have a lot to be grateful for. I'm sitting in one of my dream cities. I can see the Burj Khalifa from my window. Every night, Abby and I can see the Burj Khalifa over there. And it's such a blessing to be in the dream city of mine. And I just need to keep reminding myself of those blessings. I think it's 70-30. 70% is very, very brutal and difficult for me, even though it may look like Mars is just complaining, bro. I'm trying not to. There are some really, I'm also human, like y'all forget. I also have a heart. I have people that are hurting. I have people in my life that are in different walks of their life that are going through really difficult stuff. And so am I. I have relationships. I have a daughter. I have a past. I have a lot that I have to work through. I have a lot going on in my personal life, which y'all never get to see because that's literally a personal life. Okay, there are some things, yes, I'm willing to share, and some things because I can't. And during that time, you have to understand that, wow, she's going through a tough season, man. Let her be. And that's why it's important to just like give someone the benefit of doubt and just understand that if they're, you know, a little off those months, there's a reason why. So yeah, that's where I'm at in life. I think single parenthood is kicking me in the butt. I am finding it really, really difficult to maneuver this part of my life. A lot of you asked about my partner, my ex-partner, and whether he is in Abigail's life. Yes, he very much is in Abigail's life, and he is in the same, he lives in Dubai too. You guys know Akhil lives in Dubai, and yeah, they do meet and they do have a relationship, which I'm very grateful for. So in that aspect, it's all fab. I think Abby, you know, we're all good together. We keep it together for Abby, and I think we're in a better place in general. That's all I'll say. And I'm very grateful for that. Yeah, so all of that is great. Like, we're taking care of Abby. Abby is gonna have the best life ever because that's my goal. That is our focus. But apart from that, what about Mal's, the mom, you know, who's Mars outside being a mom a little bit? I think that role takes a hit in my life because everything becomes about just this, which is okay, but I don't know, I miss it. I don't know what to say. I feel like this is the longest answer ever, but I just feel like talking. I don't know. I do miss, you know, sitting across someone and having a meal. Now that my mama is also not there ना, तो मैं बिल्कुल अकेले खाना खाती हूँ, तो बहुत ही ज़्यादा अजीब लगता है, but it's okay. I love my company a lot, which is a great thing. You have to really love yourself to be able to be alone for so long. Imagine you like not loving yourself and spending time with you. Yeah, no, you have to be comfortable with yourself. You have to love yourself, your inner thoughts, your negative emotions, who you are when you're angry, who you are when you're sad, your secret moments, your dark moments. Who are you in behind closed doors when nobody's seeing? Do you like yourself? And I do like myself. And I think that's why it becomes easier to like sit alone and have a meal every single day of my life. I do miss companionship. I miss having adult conversations throughout my day. I miss like hugging someone. I miss love a lot, I'll be honest. But am I pining for it? No. Am I like desperate for it? Yeah. No, I'm not. So that's where I'm. My mom's okay, by the way. She's okay. She's doing well. She's gonna come back next month. So we're done with our makeup. I really like how my makeup turned out. It's like fab. I missed a bun too. I've not done a hair bun in so long. Okay, how do you manage to cook and do all the household chores like cleaning and all? I explained. There are some things in life you can do well. If I learn cooking ना, मैं बहुत अच्छे से कर सकती हूँ. लेकिन मुझे नहीं करना है, dude. Who will do this part of my life? You all have to understand. Or let's talk for a bit. Firstly, I'd really like to say that y'all know, right? I'm not the same person I was like 5 years ago, even 1 year ago. Even y'all are not. Y'all have changed, y'all have evolved, y'all have become different human beings. Your belief systems have changed, your thoughts have changed. You have to evolve. If you don't evolve, you might as well be dead. If you're expecting the same Mars from 2016 to have the same thought and be the same bubbly person, वो नहीं होगा. Threatening, that's why I made that reel, you know, the unfollowing and unsubscribing reel where so many people got offended. I feel like threatening to unfollow me and unsubscribe me every single time you don't agree with something I say is just childish. There are things that will not match. Okay, I'm 33, I'm a single mom. My worldview will not match your worldview, and that is okay. That is how adults evolve, and that's how we move on. We try to understand the other person's perspective and be okay with it. I really believe that when it comes to household chores, there are some things I don't like to do. मैं नहीं कर सकती. If I was in a loving relationship and I had a man who would provide for me, maybe I would be able to tap into my feminine side. And this is what I was talking to you guys about on stories, and a lot of you did not know what I was saying, or you all wanted more of my answer. I try to say this by not falling into trouble again, because again, so many people get offended. It's really about you more than me, actually. I'm using the Charmacy like eyebrow pencil. I don't know, I just found this and I was like, okay, let me use it. So many of us women who had to like really start early on in life, majboori se, not like khud se. You know, at 22, usually girls or boys, they go to university, they have a college life, they have heartbreaks, they have like the actual life of just living and not caring about the financial situation of the house. That's what, I don't know what that life is like. I don't know what it's like not to care about money. I have always cared about finances and money in my life because that's been my journey and my story. A lot of people have never had to worry about money because they have great parents, a great set of parents who took care of their finances. That's why they went to college, they went abroad, they studied, blah, blah, blah. They had a college life, they made mistakes, they could afford to make mistakes, and their dads and moms would catch them. Okay, in my case, it was not like that. Yes, my mom was there, she was amazing, but she was my mom who could comfort me. She could not give me like financial help, right? We had to figure it out. So my mom, this is not about my mom. My mom did her best, and I could not have made it past We would not survive without my mother, I'll tell you that. She's an anchor. But just like a lot of people who had to like dive in majboori se, earn money, take care of their family early on, get into working at 2021. Like imagine what it's like going into like adulthood at 2021 when you're 20, 21, 22 years old, when you're supposed to live and enjoy life, man. Have the luxury of making mistakes, especially, and I'm going to talk about women because I'm a woman, especially when girls have to tap into like all of these masculine things, very early on in their life. They sort of put aside the feminine role. That's why a lot of us became high achieving, super ambitious. None of these are bad. It's not ingrained in us to be this ambitious and to have a drive and to go 9 to 5 and to abandon your motherhood role and abandon your child and sit at work and come back at 6 p.m., cook some meal. That is not how God designed the genders to be. And this may sound offensive. I genuinely believe, and now I was that person. I was like, no girl, like I'm so glad women are allowed to work. Like I want to work, but I also need to work. Do you understand the difference? Women should not have to need to work. They just should work because they want to work. That should be what the case is. And unfortunately, over the more than a couple of years, the role reversal has taken place, wherein women are having to tap into the masculine side of role, whereas they have to go to work, they have to also cook, they have to clean, do you have any idea what it is like to manage a family? Don't ever think your mother's role is easy. Don't ever think just because she's sitting at home. She's not sitting at home. She's doing a lot of things that you would never be able to do. The one who's judging stay-at-home moms, y'all will never be able to do that. Do it for one day and see what it's like to have to wake up, to like manage everybody's timings, mood swings, while abandoning your own, sacrificing your own mood swings, your own needs, catering to other people's needs in the family, and especially if you're in a joint family. Oh Lord. Putting clothes for wash, prepping the meals, then not sitting down to eat lunch yourself because bahut time has passed. Then you have to cater to someone else's needs because they want something else. Then you have to do the grocery shopping. Then you have to, it's a lot that mothers have been put this pressure, mothers or women in general. So much pressure is there on women today to like keep up with the masculine side as well, that it has completely shifted us from our feminine role. We are now looking down upon staying at home, nurturing our kid, cooking for our family. Like all of this is now looked down upon, being like, oh, you cook for your family, you don't go to work? No. No, don't do that. That is not. I used to be that girl, by the way, and that's why I can say it confidently that I was stupid. This is not an easy feat, man. Like having to take care of an entire family is a woman's job. Providing logistics, planning, passport visa, doing all the administrative work is the job of a man, is the job of the provider of the family. A woman should not have to pay for anything in the house. Even if you're working, baby girl, you do not have to split your check. I'm sorry, it is the job of a man to provide for the family. It is ingrained, it is God's design that a man should provide for the woman and his family, period. So even if you're working, my baby girl, you're supposed to keep your entire check to yourself. Your man should be like, baby, keep this money for you, build your savings up, go shopping, do whatever. Here's my card, go shopping. That's how beautiful marriages are created, where you split responsibilities. When the man serves a woman like that, the woman automatically wants to serve a man like that. We have gone against our feminine roles because the man has not provided. I will stop there. Okay, and this is not personal. It's just a generic story that I'm seeing. It's a general thing that I'm seeing in the world right now, where the men have to step up their damn game so that the women can rest. They can take a step back. They can bring up your children that you have put in her. She can nurture. She can cook for you. She will want to cook for you. She will want to make that coffee for you. She will want to prepare a dinner for you. But dude, usko chance to do. You want her to work. You want her to split the check. You want her to raise your kids. You want her to cook also. You want to take care of your in-laws also. ऐसा नहीं होता है boss, ऐसा नहीं होता है. You do the role reversal and you do it all and see. Then we can have a discussion of like who should provide and who should stay at home. It is automatically should be a blessing that a woman can work today without having to be shut down. It's beautiful. Does she have to work? No. Should she want to work? Yeah. She's doing 20 other things that you are not seeing behind the scenes. I don't know why I had to say that. It's just something sitting on my heart for a very long time. So yeah, if I had a marriage today, a lot of you were asking me also, will you ever fall in love again? Will you ever get married? Blah, blah, blah. Obviously, I definitely want a beautiful marriage. Like, why would you not want? Just because ek heartbreak ho gaya, to main bas aise, like, that's not a movie, okay? You should want a beautiful marriage. You should want love in your life again. I want love in my life again. I want a beautiful marriage again. I think marriage is beautiful. I think it's not something to shy away from, even though I've had some beautiful years with my ex-partner. It's not like ek kuch bura hua to main sab bhul gayi. I loved being in love. I loved the feeling of going back home to someone, taking walks with someone, taking a drive with someone. I crave that life, and I'm not going to give it up just because I had one heartbreak. Like, I'm over it. It's been 4 years. I have worked on myself. Like, I'm so capable. I'm capable of a lot of love, and I want someone to take care of me. And don't be ashamed to say that, women. Don't ever let anyone shame you for saying, I want a man to take care of me. Do not. It's your freaking right. So I want to be taken care of. Will I stop my career and give it up? No. Do I want the burden lifted off my shoulders? Heck yeah. Heck yeah. I am so tired. Have stress at the end of the month, like, oh my god, blah, blah, blah. I don't want to. I want to raise Abigail beautifully. I want her to look up to marriage. In many ways, I don't want to be different parts of my mom, because I'm like, she was tied down to certain things because of her resources, right? I'm blessed to be able to have resources. I can provide for myself. I can buy anything for myself. I can go anywhere. I have the freedom, time, everything. But I need to stop that. I want and I need a man. It's very simple. We all need a provider. Like, a lot of us have been scarred with like a different sort of men in our life. Like, a lot of us. Like, I know I'm talking to a lot of people, right? And that's why we don't believe only कि ऐसा आदमी है. We have left the belief and we have gone ahead and been our own men. Like, हम खुद आदमी बनेंगे, and we are so good at it. You give a woman a job to do and you watch her excel, boss. Like, she's gonna climb the ladder and past you, way past you. So we have got this down, but do we need to be so stressed? Do we need to have the tension of providing for our parents, providing for our like future, providing for ourselves? No, that's a job of a man. I am very, very ready for a man to take this off my plate. And I want to be nurtured. I want to be loved. I want to be 100% taken care of. Even though I earn very well, I want to be taken care of. And it's your right. I want to have the most amazing marriage in the covenant of God. I want to have the marriage because I never got to have a wedding. I never got to dress up as a bride. I want to dress up as a bride. I want Abigail to watch her mother be happy. I want Abigail to see two people come together and have a beautiful marriage till the end of time, because I never got to witness a beautiful marriage. None of my family members have a beautiful marriage. And so why should I run away from love? And why should I run away? I'll be alone my rest of my life. This is all self-inflicted. You want to be, just because you had one heartbreak, you just want to be this dukhi atma now everywhere. Remember dukhi atma we used to say so much? Just because one man like broke your heart, like you don't want like to live the rest of your 40, 50 years, whatever years you have in a gorgeous marriage. Think about it. I love this lipstick. Sephora 80. If women and men were just allowed to be who they genuinely innately want to be, I think we would just overcome a lot of issues and problems. Because a lot of men in our lives did not play their part well, we had to step into their part and like fulfill that side as well, which got us pretty exhaustive and exhausting. But it also empowered us, but it very quickly tired us as well. Like, I'm tired now. I'm 33, yes, single mom, yes. But I think women are generally very tired to have to work, to have to parent, to have to be a wife to someone. It's just a lot, but it's all we know to do now. And like I said earlier, it's fab that we're given the option to work, but it should be an option to work. And we should want to do it or not want to do it. That should be totally on us. Kharcha ka, the living expenses, the headache of taking care of the finances should never be on the woman's head. That is when we will tap into our feminine side beautifully. That's what I believe. I feel like if I ever found a man who like, which I will, Lord Jesus please, who like absolutely took care of me and I did not have to spend another waking second worried about my future or finances, I will just become the best version of, like, I'll tap into cooking, I'll tap into, and all of this is not to look down upon. Like, I feel like people look down upon feminine roles, like, oh, you'll cook and clean and go back to house. Yeah, it's something to be proud of. Go shopping and live a good life and go for a trip and like take care of your husband, and it's a good thing to do all of those things. We've been taught to like shame the women who do those things, and those roles have been shamed. Yeah, so men, y'all need to step up on your role. The minute you step up and become the provider your lady needs you to be, and lady, I mean whoever, your mother, sister, wife, whoever, then you can relieve her off of a lot of things, you know? That's basically what I mean. And the man does it beautifully. A man doesn't get like quote unquote tired of working and he's like, I never want to work at 33. He's not going to sit and be like, abhi mujhe kaam hi nahi karna hai. Like, no man ever says that. Like, they will say it at like 50, 60, like, okay, it's time to retire. But like, that is ingrained in them to be the provider in the family. And women get tired after a certain time. Main to thak gayi bhai. Does age gap matter in a marriage? I think it does. 5-6 years is okay. I think more than that, yeah, I don't know. I think it does. I don't want to marry someone like 20 years younger or older than me. Younger? No, not younger. Older than me, no. I think you should keep it to like 6, 7 max. Then you'll have like a good like growing age. Like you'll both look good together. You'll both have the energy to play with your kids. I think beyond that, either of y'all have to take over after a certain point. That's it. It's just a fun thing. How to truly heal, forgive and forget. Oh my God, like this has been like my years, okay? Like having to heal. Firstly, having to heal has literally been the work of Jesus Christ on the cross. Like what Jesus has done on the cross is the reason why we're able to like be free and heal comfortably and not be guilty or shamed. And I think it took me a lot of time and a whole lifetime to understand that. I think I've truly healed once I understood the significance and the importance of the cross. But he took our place and he died and he took upon all of our sins and he sacrificed it. Like he gave it up. He gave himself up, right? With Jesus dying, all of our iniquities, our shame, the things that make us feel really bad as a person, they're all given up. All our sins are like washed away by the blood of Jesus. And when you truly understand, you truly start to heal. And you no longer carry that burden. That burden is taken by Jesus on the cross and he finished it for us. That's why at the end he did say it is finished. Once you actually get to know that, like the significance of what Jesus did on the cross, everything changes. The way you look at life, the way you live life, the way you take shame, guilt, sin, the things that are behind closed doors, the darkness that you go through, the addictions that you have, they all start to fade away once you truly understand what Jesus has done for you. And when I say you, not for Christians. Christians is a broad term. Not for us, for you watching, whoever's watching me right now, he did it for you. Do you ever know a love so deep? Like, I do not know a love so deep. Like, someone would give up their life for me? Someone who just like keeps rebelling against God? Like, we were born to be with God, but we are in constant rebellion against God. Constantly, we are blaming him for the bad things. And he still loves us. We constantly sin. We constantly do horrible things to people. We're living in a broken world. The world is vicious. Nobody is kind and sweet to anybody else. Like, they just want to attack. They're built in hate and anger, and they don't know how else to like react, but except for hurting other people. And that has caused so much pain in the Father's eyes. Just imagine your kid doing that to you. How much pain the parent must go through. How much pain Father is going through watching us fight with each other. It's like a mother watching two siblings beat the shit out of each other, not finding love in that home. Despite all of that, despite us rebelling, despite us living in sin, despite us like cheating on our partner, sleeping with our bosses, two-timing, hitting on someone that you're not supposed to, gossiping, being with your best friend's boyfriend, like all of that rubbish that you guys are doing is not the practical way to live life. All of that is shameful, right? You go home, you don't sleep proud and happy. You sleep in shame, right? When you do something you're not supposed to do. But when you come to Jesus, you come as you are. He doesn't condemn you. He doesn't like, shoo you away. He's like, no, clean your stuff and then come to me. I'm God, I'm holy. He's like, no, come to me as you are. As you are. Whatever baggage you're carrying that is like hidden in the dark, come to me and give it to me and I will transform you. I will change your life. And when you understand that it's not your burden to carry. So I gave it to Jesus and that's how I healed. Forgive and forget was a very, very difficult journey with the people that hurt me. But when you love Jesus, you know how to love people. It's very simple. It's not complicated. When Jesus loves you and you love Jesus, you know how to love people. When a man of God loves Jesus, he knows how to love you as a wife. It's very easy. That love is very easy to happen to you. So I think when I truly fell in love with Jesus as my Father, I started to love the people who hurt me as well. And it's the most difficult thing you can do, loving the parent that hit you, loving the parent that abused you, loving a sibling that hates you, loving an ex-partner or a current partner that hates you, your mother-in-law. So many people do bad to you, but having the space in the heart to still love them, that's the work of God. That is not a human trait. It's not a human quality. So you understand when God has like planted a seed in your heart to love other people, because it's his core commandment. Love the Lord your God and love others just as you love yourself. Like, he just wants you to love other people irrespective of caste, gender, creed, status. Doesn't give a rip. So you can come as you are with the most nastiest quality and thing that you think about yourself before you go to bed. Bring it to the feet of Jesus, and I promise you, your life will be transformed. He will renew you, he will redeem you, and he will save you. That is just who Jesus is. He's done that for me, and that's the only way I know how to truly heal, babe. Like, if it was me in 4 years ago, I would have told you self-love. That was me preaching self-love. Loving yourself, I believe, is really selfish. Like, yeah, putting yourself first, yes. Taking care of your body, absolutely. When you idolize yourself, which is what I used to do, I used to tell you guys to idolize who you are, push everyone aside, pick yourself. I realized how wrong I was, but I used to do that, and so I had to learn to love other people more. I had to love God first. That's how you know to love other people. That's how you know to heal. Okay, I will not tell you to sit and journal, and therapy helps a lot. I will not deny that. Therapy really, really freaking helps to heal the biggest traumas you have in your life. So do that. Do that alongside building your faith and seeking God and turning away from your life that caused you hurt. Let go of the past sometimes. Cut off from that 8-year relationship that has been left 8 years ago. Like, cut off from that guy, man. Cut off from that woman. Let it go. Move on in life. You have one life. Cut out all the things that are causing harm to your body. Your alcohol, things that are numbing you, like social media, turning to wrong peers, getting into smoking, getting into drinking. Everybody makes fun of, oh, but it says drink wine in the Bible. It doesn't say that. Okay, it doesn't say that. There's nothing against, you cannot drink. Once you get closer to God, you automatically want to live a holy life. Do you understand? You can drink, sure. There's nothing like do not drink. It's like do not get drunk. That's what they say. Like, don't drink to the point where tum nashe mein ho and you're not in your senses. That's when bad things start to happen to you and because of you. And then you blame him for cheating, her for doing this, him for hitting me, this for... But I was like, were you in your senses in the first place? Try to work through the pain with a therapist, work through the pain with friends and family, sit in it for a bit, ask for the divine to help you, live a holy life just as he is holy. And can we ever be holy as he is? Absolutely freaking not. We are born sinners, and when I say sinners, we are all sinners. Let's just admit it. I know it's a hard pill to swallow, but we are sinners, period. We will always fall short of the glory of God, but that's why we need Jesus, because he redeems us every single day. Every single day, he will cleanse you and clean you so that you can come and bring yourself to God again. Okay, he has torn the veil so that you don't have to do something to earn his love. He loves you unconditionally, irrespective of who you are, what you do to people. He loves his people. It does not matter तू क्या करता है, तू क्या करती है, वो तुझे इतना प्यार करता है ना, तू पागल हो जाएगी. If you know how much Jesus loves you, you will be ashamed of everything you're doing automatically and you will turn from your ways. And that's how I am who I am today. It's because of the love of Jesus. It's not me. It's not the work that I did. None of this is my credit to take. It is purely from God loving me and receiving his love. It's like, you know, when your mom, it's like your mom तुझे इतना प्यार करती है, तू जो भी करती है, तू कुछ भी कर, I love you. Love, it just changes you, man. It transforms you. That's how you forget and you heal. That's the only answer I know. I cannot give you superficial lies because it's the only way I am known to heal. Help us. How to start taking care of our body, mind, and working on ourselves. Cut out the things from you. Think it's very hard, dude. You think. I thought the same. I'm like, how will I ever live without like stuff, and like how will I not watch sexual stuff, sexual movies, sexual music? It seems very hard to give up the earthly things because this generation was literally brought up in like earthly things like social media, watching dirty things, watching porn, addicted to smoking. Like that is our core teenage years. So you don't feel like you can ever get out of it or live without it. In general, you don't need alcohol. In general, you don't need a cigarette. In general, you don't need to smoke up. People who don't smoke and drink, we are considered abnormal. बहुत अजीब है. You'll just wake up shitty in the morning. Religion aside, you'll wake up really crappy in the morning, which I don't want to do. So get to the gym, okay, get your fitness going. The more you move your body, the more your brain chemicals start to change the best way possible. That's the number one thing I can tell you. Get in an hour workout, whether it's running, jogging, dancing, tu kuch bhi le. Don't weightlift if you don't want to weightlift. If you think it makes you muscular, don't do it. It doesn't, but don't do it. Stop that processed shit. Stop that aloo bhajia you eat 6 times a day. Once in a while is okay, girl. Don't clog your arteries. Stop eating those kurkure wafers every single time you feel hungry. I understand a little bit with lunch, a little bit. Everything is balanced out. Like, don't go crazy. Like, I still eat my chip, but I eat like with lunch. I need papad, yaar. Like, papad ko na nahi bol sakte hain, but you eat like a handful. You don't eat like the whole packet. On a bad day, sure. Go for it. Eat a tub of ice cream. You gotta put stuff in your body that's good. Eat healthy food. Eat like nutritious food. Eat ghar ka dal chawal. Eat your sabzi roti that your mummy is making. वो खा लो यार. बाहर जाके चाउमीन, Chinese, vada pav. Cut it all out. Okay, you're not going to see it now. In 10 years down the line, when you're 30 now, you'll start seeing all of this affect your life. Your blood work will be so bad. You'll have cholesterol. You'll have diabetes. Why the heck do you want all this? Get in a lot of protein. Protein. I overload on protein. Eggs, chicken. What's your thought on being single for the rest of your life? I'm divorced and I'm considering it. I understand. There's a phase where you're getting divorced and you're like, मैं कभी किसी और के साथ. Like, you just feel averse to men in general. But like I said earlier, I think marriage is a beautiful thing. Love is a beautiful feeling. It just makes you float through life amazingly well. You need it, my darling. More than wanting it, you need a partner. We all need someone to hold hands with. Let's just cut the crap out and talk what's real. I don't need a man. We all need a partner through the difficult times in life, when our parents die, when our children get sick, when our dogs get sick, when the worst tragedies in life happen, when you get sick. Don't you want someone to hold your hand, provide for you, love you, carry you through life till you're freaking 80? How beautiful is that? One divorce hasn't changed my idea of love. I think he loved me well. I think we had a great relationship, panned out differently. So what? That's not like my idea of hating love again. Please, like, if you want to be single for life, fab. Like, I think you should focus on like faith then. Like, I think that would be your life. If you're single, might as well get something out of it. Like, go all the way, you know. Get married at 45, I don't care. Don't marry the wrong partner. And when I say wrong, just marry someone consistent with your values, consistent with your core values, with your beliefs, with your lifestyle. A best friend. That's my advice to you today. Marry someone you can eat a burger with at 4 a.m. Marry someone you can just like make fun of and laugh with and वो offend ना हो जाए. जैसे तेरा दोस्त है ना, जैसे तू अपने गर्लफ्रेंड के साथ बात करती है, ऐसे हस्बैंड के साथ शादी कर जैसे तेरा दोस्त है. That relationship will last a very long time, till the end of time. Friendship and marriage is paramount. God first, then everything else down. If you don't have your core faith and values at the top, everything starts to fade down. What are your advice for people in their 20s about marriage and work? Again, like I said, work, you'll figure it out. I feel like it's weird to give like one particular advice for work. I feel like mine has been so different because I just became an influencer. Like, I was good at it, but not everybody can be good at it. It's very, very difficult to sit here and be on a public platform, run a private life, like, you know, happy all the time. Like, you have to face the camera every single day. So if this is not your life, like, this is not your life. So work wise, like, figure out what you really like. When you wake up in the morning, what's the first thing you like to do? Just do that. Make your hobby like your career. It's what I did, and it gives me joy every single day of my life. I don't have to struggle to work. Sometimes I do, absolutely, I'm human. But will I absolutely choose anything else over this? No. This is like something I love to do. So love what you do, love the people around you. Okay, that's very important. Marriage, like I said, right partner selection, core beliefs have to be aligned. Should you choose someone of the same faith? 5 years ago, I would say no. Today, I say yes, because it just makes things simpler. I mean, if you all are both neutral and you all don't care what faith you all follow, then I guess that's your journey. Very subjective. I care in this stage of my life. I really, really freaking care. And it's very weird to judge people for choosing someone of their own faith. You know how we used to make fun of parents for like telling you to choose in your faith and date in your faith? I never understood that earlier. Sorry. I never understood that earlier, but I understand it now as a parent and also as a woman who's growing up and realizing how important it is to hold your partner's hand and pray. Whatever that looks like to you, it's to you. Again, very subjective, right? Super personal. And my love for Jesus trumps anything in today's world. Like, I want someone who loves Jesus as much as I love Jesus, or even more. Then he will know how to love me the right way. I truly believe that. And that's my personal belief. Have you ever felt lonely being single? It's kind of sad and lonely. I think being single is fabulous. It's a fabulous time in your life. I don't think you should count that as like a failure moment, or as like everybody's dating, getting married, and I'm single. Like, I think it's a very good thing to be single for a very long time. It dramatically changes who you are. You start to get sure of who you are. You absolutely know what your core beliefs are. You absolutely know what you like and don't like in the next partner. Like, it refines you as a human being, man. And I think single life is so important because you also get to dedicate all of your time time to what you want if you're not married. I'm sorry, if you don't have a kid. And also a lot to your spiritual life, which I think is so paramount, like as you grow up, or even in, it's just not as you grow up, it's just important in life. So single, yeah, I felt lonely, absolutely. But will I rush into anything just because I'm lonely? No. I think I have that much self-control, and that comes from God. Any other time I would be just going on dates, I guess. But now I'm very particular because A, I have a daughter. B, I think God has like an amazing partner coming for me. I don't think I need to force it, try to find it, have several heartbreaks, have very crappy dates on dating apps. I don't think dating apps are the way to go. So yeah, if you've come out of a heartbreak, please be single for a very long time. I feel like I'm getting there. I feel like I am. It's just a matter of who, when, what, all of that. It's been long for me, and I'm like, I'm in a good place. So just like that, I feel like just for temporary loneliness, don't fill up the gap with some nonsense that's going to destroy your body, your mental health. Protect thyself. Protect your body. Protect your mental health. Stop getting into stupid rebounds. Stop getting into baseless relationships. Stop sleeping around with 10,000 people. That is not the way to go. Okay? A lot of people asking me if if I say it, I'm not gonna be allowed to put this video up. If I miss sexy time, I miss companionship. Like, I can say that. I might be boring, but again, like I said, once you cut out like promiscuous music, like sexual music, like yes, you hear it in the gym and stuff, it's fine. Like if you're purposefully plugging in music in your ears and listening to abuse and sexual music and watching kissing scenes and sexy scenes, your mind is going to think that stuff. If you don't see it, if you flee from those things, your mind is automatically neutral. It's not forcefully thinking about sexy time. I've grown from it. Yeah, I miss affection, I will say that, but it's not like, okay, now like let's go, Okay, don't treat your bodies like it's something you can throw around with anyone and everyone. This is serious. My young girls watching this, like, protect this, okay? Protect this body, protect who you are. Not everyone gets to have this, okay? It's sacred. I think that's what the world wants us to do, right? Like social media, the world put stuff in front of our eyes that makes us want to sin. Easily avoid, and I've done it for a long time now, so I can tell you it's easily avoidable. You will see it maybe, but then you can scroll past it like nothing has ever affected you. That's where I am in life right now, and I'm so grateful. Can I just tell you how relieving it is not thinking about like sexy time and like, oh, I want to look at something dirty or like listen to, it's so relieving. You just feel like you have so much empty space in your mind to think about so many other beautiful things in life. That's just one aspect of your life, and I feel like the youth has been affected and broken down with so much sexual content and so much promiscuous stuff out there that we have lost the plot, man. It's not all that. It's not so important. Besides Jesus and family and friends, what keeps you going when you're down and low? Literally Jesus, family and friends. What else is there, my lady? What else can you look at? I'm sorry, but if you have the solution, go to it. Run to it. Why should there be anything else? Fitness keeps me happy, if that's what you're asking. I rambled a lot, but I feel like this was very needed, and I'm speaking to someone. I know I'm speaking to a whole lot of people in this video, and I'm sure I'm gonna get trolled, judged, blah, blue, blee, because my thoughts are changed. But you have to know I have changed, and if you don't like who I am, it's okay. I love you anyway, because I'm supposed to love you like Jesus loves you. I love you anyway. It's okay if I'm not for you in this season. If I'm not for you, if you think you cannot align with my thoughts, no problem. I'd be happy if you stick around. And yeah, this is who I am right now. Nice makeup look now. Cause tonight I'm gonna take you out and live the dream.